welcome everybody. We're actually live now. Yeah, we're gonna do another episode of Legends of the Badlands, and we are back in a very familiar place. So anybody that watched season 1 will probably find a lot of these areas familiar, along with the music, which I'm really happy to have back on again. And there's dogs around the asylum, so ambient background noise, awesome.
Wild dogs.
Yep.
Wild dogs are a thing.
It's true.
Especially in 3636, the apocalypse.
It's
dogs.
true.
Albuquerque's wild dog population just...
Oh my god. Anyways, we're gonna jump in here to the game in just a minute, but I do want to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, and then I'll explain how you can interact with the game yourself as a viewer as well. There's a number of different ways that you can do that. And then we'll actually get into the story. So we're gonna go counterclockwise, starting with Rowan. Tell us a little bit about Vinny and yourself.
Hi, I'm Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. You can find all my stuff at rowannorthillustrations.org, which I will post in the chat. I don't know what direction. I'm just gonna keep pointing like this. I play Vinny. Vinny Vincent Glaris Gonzalez, who is currently a rat man. He recovered for a little bit, but now he's back where there's magic, and so whenever he gets around magic, he becomes like a were rat or something. And facing down his old nightmares, he is a renegade at heart, very lone wolf, although he is very much trying to be a team player and not very good at it.
Yeah, trying being the opportune word, but I think he's actually doing pretty decent now. He's definitely gotten better.
All right.
And then next we've got Lisa. Tell us a little bit about Ping and yourself.
So I don't have much to go by online, but Ping is a doctor, very scientifically inclined. She is 1000% blind, no eyeballs at all. And she's just trying to keep things together. She's the adult, sometimes it feels like, of the group. But
I'd say most of the time.
Yeah, she's trying. But yeah. She doesn't have much to offer in battle, but everywhere else she's fairly useful.
Definitely. I'd say Ping has probably prevented like at least as many battles as you've gotten into. Ping has probably prevented that many additional ones.
Probably, at least between like crewmates.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, geez, y'all out for each other's blood.
Yep. Alex, tell us a little bit about Beta and yourself.
Pardon me if I seem kind of distracted and stuff. I have issues sometimes with things like dogs barking in the background. My brain tends to just like zone the fuck out. So if I seem distracted, that's what's going on. My apologies. So hi, I'm Alex. I play Beta. You can find me on Twitter at Agent Boss on Twitter, where I draw and I occasionally post art. Yeah, Beta is a baby. Beta is a baby AI. Well, they don't look or technically act like a baby. They just don't have a lot of experience being a person. But yeah, so they run the ship and basically kind of are trying to learn how to be a person through observations of these assholes. Especially Vinny, because they think Vinny is the coolest thing that ever lived.
I guess you could say that Beta can see the crew's butthole. Butthole man.
I
So yeah,
Oh
that's
my
me.
God.
That's Beta.
I don't get it.
It's a
No,
it's a
more for
reference.
Raven.
Yeah,
It's more for
it's a
Raven.
reference to a really bizarre game that Rowan made me watch a video of. Anyways, moving
Yes.
on. Gwen, tell us a little bit about Alinea and Jay and yourself.
So Amelia is innocent and nice and good and tries. Olivia tries. Olivia tries very hard. Jay, on the other hand, is currently an AI. Currently, recently reborn. Recently reborn, got everything he wanted, or at least he thinks so. Let's see. Anything else about Jay? Oh yeah, used to be Joan. Not necessarily this, not necessarily, you know, same goals now because he's gotten what he wanted, or at least he thinks he has.
Yeah,
So he's currently an unknown quantity.
yeah, it's gonna be fun finding more about where he's at now with everything. We also got Riley, who plays Damien. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here tonight, but they are awesome. So if you are not already following them on Twitter, that's her Twitter tag right there. So definitely give her a follow. With that, let me explain how the viewer actions work. So there's a number of different ways that you can interact with the game, and you can actually affect the story. One way is through the game tweet. So for every 5 interactions on that, that's a D4 to the cast and the GM. And interactions are counted as likes, retweets, and comments. I'm just gonna quickly check. I believe we're already at 10. We haven't even started playing yet, which is wild. We're at 11 actually. So that's gonna be 2d4s on the board for the cast, and 1d4 and a d6 to me. Thank you, Gwen. Oh, 1d4, 1d6 to both. There we go. Fabulous. Which brings me to my other way that you can interact without even having to donate actual money. We have guild coins, which is our version of the Twitch channel points. If you look at the little round rainbow colored token below your Twitch chat little box, you can click on that and see a lot of different ways that you can interact, such as making cast members rhyme for 5 minutes, which is really fun, or upgrading D4s. And there's a new one on there if you feel like saving up your points. You can make 2 players swap characters for 5 minutes, which is going to be really interesting when that happens. In addition to those, if you would like to support the channel and help us keep doing what we do, there are some monetary ways that you can interact with the show as well. Those are all right below me. You can see them right there. Some of those that may not be quite so self-explanatory are the switch and the borrowed success. The switch allows somebody to say, hey, change that action word. So if they were going to punch somebody, they have to do something that's not a direct synonym of punch, which can make things really, really kind of funny sometimes, actually. And the borrowed success means that the player will automatically succeed at what they're trying to do. However, for each subsequent roll after that, I will also make a roll on a d20, and if that d20 comes up 15, then they lose that success. So it's a little bit of a gamble. The rest of those are pretty self-explanatory, but if you have any questions, throw them in chat. With that, we're going to jump into the game. So last episode, everyone had, we'd gone back to the future, if you'll pardon the pun there, and you're in 3636, and we found out that we need to basically find past, future Xander. I don't know, time travel makes those things kind of weird. But the Xander that everybody interacted with originally in season 1 is in danger of either dying or has somehow
Never
been
existed.
removed. Yeah, has somehow been removed from the timeline. Something has happened. And if that does happen, then it's going to cause a lot of issues. It'll basically break time. Because it means that a lot of the things that happened in season 2 and this season would never have happened. So everybody's back at the asylum. We've sort of narrowed it down to a couple of day time period before he disappears from the timeline. So everybody's at the asylum trying to find Xander to, awkwardly enough, save him, which they've spent the entire duration of this entire campaign trying to kill him, so it's really quite a switch. So Venny and Ping, you've branched off in one direction. Damien was with you, but then you turned around and Damien was gone. Didn't notice them anywhere. And then Alenia, you're with Minerva. I believe you were investigating the courtyard, and Vinny and Ping were going upstairs. Did I remember that correctly?
Thought we were going to not the courtyard. I don't remember where you're going.
Boiler
I remember.
room.
Boiler room?
I'm pretty sure it was boiler
There
room.
was there was one group going to the crystals, and there was one group going to the office. I think we were going to the office.
Oh,
yeah, we were going to
that's
the
right.
office.
Yes.
Somebody was going to the Clarkium, the
And then-
magic crystals that make magic work in
I believe
this time frame.
Vinny was the one heading to
Then
the
he wanted to
Clarkium.
go to the Clarkium. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Okay.
Minerva's heading towards the office.
The office. Okay. We're gonna start off with Venny and Ping. You've been making your way through the asylum, trying to find the stairs down to the basement. You go through one door, and as you both go through it, you turn around, don't see Damien anywhere. What do you do?
Whoa, what's wrong?
Damien's gone.
Gone.
Yes, as in they're not here. Do you hear their footsteps anywhere? I don't think so.
I thought they were just being sneaky.
I mean, they could be. But in that case, they're sneaky without us knowing, which is a problem.
True. True.
I mean, oh god, I can't put it past them to go off on their own. But it's a stupid
Yeah.
fucking idea.
It's a very stupid idea.
I don't.
But
We don't even have time to look.
no, we really don't. We're on a pretty strict time thing. I mean, we can hope that they show up, but we can't actively really. I mean, do you want to actively look for them?
So Vinny actually pauses and thinks for a moment about something that Maria said, which was that not to let Damien see Xander because then Sari comes out. So he actually pauses and thinks about it. It's like, perhaps it's for the best.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't want them to, if we're talking to Xander, they bust out somewhere and like drop kick Xander. But
I think we will have more problems than drop kicking Xander. Although that's hilarious
it is.
to think.
I think so too.
I drop kick Xander.
Do it.
That is a
On drop-
point. He just has to be alive.
Right? Like, nobody said you can't drop kick him. A drop kick never killed anyone. I mean, it probably did, but like, Typically, it doesn't kill anyone. Just don't like suplex them. Though that would
No
be really
suplex.
funny.
Yes, it would.
Need to convince him that we're here to help first. Else he'll fuck with us. If I can convince him, I'll dropkick.
Do you think he'll think that you're here to help him?
I don't
He knows
know.
your face more than anyone else that's gonna be here. If you show up with a bunch of randos.
I did not think through. But I think we both know, me and him, know that I'm here early.
He does seem annoyingly aware.
Yeah. Fucking amazingly, annoyingly aware.
Well, here's hoping Damien doesn't pull anything then.
It would still be funny.
It would be.
So as you're talking, are you continuing to move towards where you remember the stairs being, or are you sort of standing still while you're having the conversation?
I think we're walking it for sure.
Okay, walking and talking.
We got once Finny determines that it's not worth it to go look for Damien, yeah, he continues walking.
Okay. In that case, Beta, could I have you roll a time prediction skill check for me?
Oh no.
Yep. Do 30.
Nice! So with a 30, you notice that the hallway that Vinny and Ping are about to walk into, there's pretty lights and colors flashing all over the place in those hallways from your perspective. To them, it looks like a normal hallway, but you're seeing time stuff for since I can't think of words today.
Anomalies.
Yeah, there you go. Anomalies. You're seeing time anomalies all over the place up ahead.
So Beta pops up for their wrist or however handheld communicator devices.
God.
Beta is going to be using their old well,
Yes.
no, there's a knocking noise from your arm.
Okay.
It's a sort of thing.
Hello, can I come in?
I'm trying to do what you asked.
Yes.
Beta's waiting for you to acknowledge it.
So Vinny is distracted for a second. It's like, what is that? Oh, Beta. What?
You don't want to walk right in that hallway. It's got a bunch more of those distortions.
And what other way is there?
I can navigate you between them. Or if you want to close your eyes.
Close our eyes.
Close.
You were hallucinating last time.
I'm fine with hallucinating.
So Beta, just to give you a heads up, there are so many anomalies in this hallway and they are fluctuating that it will be very difficult to navigate Vinny and Ping through this without them being affected. It's possible, but very difficult.
You will have to move very slowly and exactly how I tell you to.
Great.
But I think I can do this.
It's not.
I believe in you.
It's not like I haven't gone insane here before. It's fine.
I would like to prevent the insanity of my crew. Thank you.
It's fine.
No one
It'll
is it?
be fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Be back 1 second.
It's
Jane's knocking stuff
fine.
over now.
Hi, Jane.
Oh, no.
Hi, Jane.
Between Jane and the dogs, it's been a really off week for us.
I'm feeling so sorry for you because I have issues with like cross sounds and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and it makes it so I
Uh-huh.
don't understand words as well
Same.
in my own head.
Yeah.
So thinking out words is hard.
Yeah, it's
And you guys have had to go through that for a full week. I really don't envy
Y'all
you.
are just. I don't know how y'all do it.
me either. But
I finally talked to the landlord today, so
Good.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
at least I did that.
hopefully that'll get taken care of so that the dogs are happy and taken care of and everyone's happy. Jane just almost fell off the shelf is what happened and knocked some things over in the process.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
fine.
jeez.
sounds like when
Hold the
Barry
light
falls
holder.
off the end of the bed. She like drags blankets and pillows down with her.
Yeah, I looked out there and like I could just tell only his pride was actually hurt, so he's fine.
Okay, good.
Delightful mother.
Cats
All
need
right.
that little pride hurt in their life.
It's true.
It's healthy.
Gotta-
As long as they don't hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as nothing else is hurt, their pride being damaged
It's
is
a good
character
thing.
building.
They gotta stay humble.
Mutually
Yeah,
assured
cats
destruction. Cat.
don't.
All right, so are you gonna try to navigate this hallway?
Yep. I am going to try and navigate them through this hallway. And basically by saying like go forward like half a step or back up or bend over.
So,
Playing
so
Twister?
I'm gonna try and use the fact that I'm a hologram and I can kind of emit light to kind of like highlight the path I need them to take.
okay.
What could go wrong?
Venny,
You had to say that.
you see a sign, so to speak, an arrow of areas that are
seriously sounds
benign
like a performance.
and
like there's
spots where you
there's
won't be weak.
There's never been anything that's ever sounded more like a performance check in my life.
That's
Beta,
unlucky.
being on deck, could you give me a time perception check?
Yep. 31.
31. Well done.
I'm on track to not letting my crew go insane.
Benny, if you would, make a nimbleness check. You better do good.
I'm holding on to you, Vinny. Don't fuck this up.
Oh shit, I forgot I have a +1. I mean, literally. I
You're
think I'll
plus
be
one
fine
now,
now.
eh?
One more
Uh,
thing, because I would be remiss if I didn't point out that you made the GM rhyme while you try to do this.
What?
Oh, Rowan, why?
Do you hate
That
our
was funny.
characters, Rowan? Like, you can tell us. Like,
I do enjoy other people's suffering.
I'm guessing you don't want to see Vinny grow old
Fair
because
enough.
revenge is a dish best served cold.
All right, 37 is my total.
she has to think about how to rhyme this now.
I'm pretty sure that counts as a success.
Well, I hope so, unless this is one of those super ridiculous checks that she's done before. Where it's like, oh, you rolled a 35? That's cute.
What was the roll again?
37.
37.
Am I going to heaven?
Oh no, you definitely go to hell. But the good news is that you rolled well.
Hey.
You've managed to make it a quarter of the way through the hall. The order for this next check is going to be tall. Beta.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Could you roll another time? Hopefully your crew doesn't die.
25.
Oh no.
Vinny, when you're ready,
I-
go ahead and roll nimbleness to see if you're steady.
Oh boy.
I feel like I'm listening to Gruntilda and Banjo-Kazooie.
I love it. Well, my friend, that's a nat 20.
Okay.
Holy shit.
We may survive this.
Holy shit, you actually did it. You're halfway through the hall. Guess we better get on the ball. One more time, Beta, and I can stop rhyming.
And hopefully not fall.
25 again.
Okay, Vinny, don't fuck this up. I'm impressed at myself that I could rhyme with all of that racket going on.
Seriously.
Yeah, I was just like, holy shit, you're doing better than anybody.
I have no
maybe
idea
Lisa,
how I just did that.
Except for maybe Lisa or Noir. But that's because they're...
That was a 36, by the way.
Ving and Penny. Wow, Ving and Penny. The two ship names.
Yeah.
Vinny and Ping. It's just the power couple names now.
Bing and Penny.
Both of you, if you could, roll discipline for me.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Good news is you were high on your sanity to start with.
Yeah.
We're being the opportune word.
21.
I just saw the roll. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vinny,
Yeah.
much like Ping,
Gosh.
you both start hearing dogs barking
Oh god.
endlessly.
Oh gosh.
It's mildly annoying at first, but after a while it starts
Oh,
to drive
gosh.
you mad.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Vinny, you're at 6. Ping, you're at 10 now. Basically, as you're hearing the dogs, the hallway does that sort of like, I think it happens in Luigi's Mansion where the hallway just sort of twists and like spirals on its own up ahead of you. And so by your perception, you're walking
Like
on the walls of the
Forest
ceiling.
Temple and Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say it's not Luigi's Mansion, honey.
Something like that.
Unless you're talking about like maybe the second or third one. I don't know.
I'm
Sound
not
like
sure.
Some MC Escher shit.
There's a
was about
Mario
to say, this
Kart
sounds
map
like,
where it does it,
Labyrinth.
and it's based on Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, you're talking about the spooky one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not based on Luigi's Mansion, but okay.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, the hallway twists around, and you're starting to walk on what looks like the walls of the ceiling as you continue forward.
Wouldn't that be a moot point to me?
I'm still in Labyrinth.
Yes,
Like
it would.
the movie Labyrinth.
Yeah, that's
With
where
the
I was
stairs.
thinking.
But you feel like
Suddenly David
when you
Bowie's on
would
the
be
ceiling, and you're like, what?
when you would be on the ceiling, your hair feels like it's sort of standing up.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Is
So,
David Bowie there?
unfortunately, no.
Damn it. What's
You're
the
almost through this hallway. Beta, could you give me one more time prediction roll?
Yes. 35, natural 20.
Nice. Very nice.
I'm not the one fucking up.
So,
Nope.
Vinny, that's actually going to offset your current sort of disadvantageous position. So go ahead and roll nimbleness again, and you won't have to roll as high as you would before because Beta is killing it.
Well, I hope Beta isn't killing anyone. The whole point of this
trying
is to
not
stay
to.
alive.
I am
see.
trying not to kill anyone.
I don't think Beta
Uh.
wants to kill anyone, but I'm not gonna like make assumptions for them.
Whoo! Wow, that was a 19 straight up. So my nimbleness, excuse me,
Hot.
my nimbleness is 43.
It's a tight squeak. No, I'm kidding. You get past the next section without any problem.
I was about to say, wow.
And you can see stairs up ahead, which is great. So with that, I think we're gonna do a couple of little breaks this game. So we're gonna go on a quick break, then we'll pop over to Minerva and Alinea and see what's going on towards the office. So if you need to go grab a drink or bio, stretch your legs, we're just gonna do a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be right back.
I really don't blame you.
Yeah, our sanity is waning.
Yes.
Roll better.
we're back. So, Vinny and Ping, or Ving and Penny, however you want to say it, managed to get through the hallway with stairwell in sight. So they could potentially be on their way to going to the basement where they're trying to get to. But we're going to pop over to Alinea and Minerva, who are trying to make their way to the office. So that's going to be on the 2nd floor. So we're also looking for stairs.
Do you need me to roll a timeline thing?
Yeah. Let's have you do that. I'm going to say Minerva and Alinea are still
26.
in the main corridor. It seems to be pretty clear to the stairs that go upstairs. So it's a couple of hallways to get there. You're able to tell we need to go straight and then a left and then a right to get to where we're trying to get to.
So Beta just does what they did on the other end and sets up arrows.
Perfect. So I imagine Minerva probably takes the lead, and she'll say, "Thanks, Beta," and starts walking in that direction. Alinea, are you following right behind, or?
Yes, right behind.
Okay. So you
Did
get to the first.
stop?
They did for now. I would say knock on wood, but I don't want them to start again. Because the only wood is the door, like, right here. So, you get to the first crossway, and Minerva says, "All right, Beta, which way do we go?"
Whichever way they're supposed to go, that's where the arrow points.
Okay. Okay. All right, perfect. All right, be careful, Alinea. I mean, we've been here before, but I don't know what was here before we were here the first time in the past, future. This is all very confusing. Just be careful. And so
Beta
Minerva
pops
sort
up.
of.
You are looking to use future past tense. It's common in French.
I don't speak French really, so I'll just take your word for it, Beta. So she's got her Tommy gun out. She's got her Tommy gun out, looking around, heading down the hallway. Again, it's clear of anomalies. Then Minerva takes that right. Once you get there, you can see the hallway continues on, but there is a door to the left that has a sign on it that indicates that it is a stairwell. Alinea, are you doing anything other than just following Minerva?
If Alinea sees an anomaly or whatever, Alinea will try to avoid it. I don't think Alinea can see anomalies though.
No, but just Beta. So Minerva's going to open the door to the stairwell. Beta, I could get you to roll again.
$24.
So your perception of the stairwell is that it doesn't exist.
Minerva. There's no stairwell.
It's right here in front of us. I can see it.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, Beta, you literally see nothing, like as if it were just the void of empty space through that doorway.
It's like there is nothing.
Looking at it right now, Beta, there is a stairwell.
No, there is an absence of things in that space.
Ha! Might be a teleporter.
I mean, we've encountered some pretty weird stuff, but I think this is...
It is like something erased that part of reality.
Huh, okay. Thanks for that, host. Let's try this. And Minerva sort of takes off her little tablet gauntlet thing that has all your sensors and camera and stuff, Beta, for her kit. And she just sort of straps it onto the tip of the gun and slowly puts it through the doorway.
What do I see?
So what you see is like something out of a Slenderman story, like Marble Hornet style stuff. So there's glitches in the video, weird sounds, static, and you actually do see some. Huh?
Is it Everyman Hybrid?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Oh, dude, look it up.
All right, I will look it up later. But you do see, not actually that all that unlike Slender Man. It is a tall, skinny figure, but it's just a silhouette, almost as if you're looking through frosted glass. And then its two hands, which have very long, skinny fingers, just slap against the glass and slide down. And where it slides down, it's red like blood.
Joy.
That's what
Oh.
you see.
Do they pull me back?
Minerva's just waiting for you to say something.
Hi, what's your name?
Doesn't respond.
Oh no!
That's how we respond to these things. Yes, absolutely.
It doesn't respond, but I'm trying to remember. Beta, does Beta have a discipline roll?
I don't think so because I don't have spirit.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I have no spirit. I'm just mental and personality.
Okay. What skills do you have? Let me put it that way, because I can't remember off the top of my head.
Passive skills, awareness,
active.
intuition, and recall, or active skills.
Active skills.
Charm, education, got the temporal one, hearing, mechanical engineering, medicine, naturalist, performance, sight, speech, and tech engineering.
Huh. Okay, let me just have you do a straight mental roll. So just a d20 plus your mental attribute. Because while you don't have a spirit attribute, you do have a personality.
18 plus 6 would be 24.
Okay. And Beta does have fears, which this thing is going to prey on. So it was a 24? Okay. Are you comfortable with that 24, or do you want to try to boost it?
I mean, we should have 76s.
You know what? I want to see Beta terrified. Fuck it.
Okay.
Solid choice.
So it doesn't respond to you with a name. It just starts whispering. And it says, "They're going to leave you. They'll abandon you in the end. Everyone."
But they said they wouldn't.
Everyone says that. You'll be all alone.
I'm not enjoying this. Minerva, I'm not enjoying this.
Minerva pulls the gun back as soon as you say, "I'm not enjoying this." Oh, all right. What happened?
It said you were all going to leave.
The stairwell did?
There's no stairwell. I told you.
The stairwell.
Beta, I just stuck the gun into the
There
stairwell,
is no
waved it around a
stairwell.
little bit.
It is a thing with red on its hands and long ass fingers.
Oh, I think I actually remember this. Yeah, that thing's bad.
I did not enjoy it.
Oh,
And none of us did?
But that is not a stairwell.
Wait, that wasn't Alinea, that was Joan.
Yeah, it was Joan that saw that thing.
Alinea
Way
was
back
very
when.
concerned.
So Minerva just sort of stands there for a second. It's like, well,
You're not
Is
going to
there-
abandon me, right?
of course not, Beta. Is there another way to get up to the office? Because from what I remember, this is like the stairwell to get up there.
Don't want to go back in there. I'll find another route.
All right.
Beta will climb them up the side of the building if they have to. Beta does not want to go back there.
That's fair. Yeah, everybody encountered that particular thing in season 1. It's nasty.
At one point or another.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I did.
No, it was. I think it had been gotten rid of by the time Alinea got there, but Joan
Alinea
did for
saw
sure.
glimpses of it. Alinea saw glimpses of it when they went to the 2 gas stations. I believe Alinea was there. That's when Alinea went back
No.
and got the acorns.
Oh no, that's a different thing.
was the Wendigo,
that
wasn't it?
was
That was the
No, that-
the Wendigo version of Minerva.
Minerva. Yes.
This is not Minerva. This is something else.
So in that case, Vinny never ran
Wait, the
into this
Wendigo
one.
was Minerva?
Yeah, it was an alternate future Minerva.
Okay, that's news to me. What else? Cool. Cool.
Fun trivia. So Beta, if you want to roll time
Oh.
prediction,
That's cool.
you can try to scan the building for another way up.
24.
24. As you're trying to scan the building, you notice that the hallways seem to move around. So now there's hallways that basically end in a dead end, but somehow are still showing up as going to a different part of the asylum entirely. So basically it's showing up if you go through that dead end, you'll end up on the opposite side of the asylum. It does not
Can
make
I
logical
plot a
sense.
map using this?
Uh,
Because it's basically just like teleportation. Okay. I can
you
figure
can
this out.
try, but when I say that they're changing, I mean they're steadily changing. It's in constant
So,
flux.
so you're saying you roll to think with portals.
Kinda.
Yeah. I need to roll to think with portals.
Where
I
the
love
portals
that.
keep
I need to
changing
roll-
surfaces.
I need to roll every minute.
Pretty much.
Okay, I can do that. Okay. 1 second. Go back to Vinny and Ping. Don't move. I need to use all of my thinking right now. Do not move. Goes back to Minerva.
Okay.
All right. Did you find a
Alright.
different route?
Sort of.
I don't like sort
This
of.
route won't get us there. The stairway way will not get us there.
All right.
Because everything is constantly in movement and does not connect to where it's supposed to. But I have predicted, and I need to continuously alter the course and prediction. So I will be thinking very hard. I will do my best to get you there.
I appreciate it, Beta. Whatever happens, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, so Beta. Timeline predictions?
Yeah,
How many
go
would
ahead.
you like me to roll?
Let's just go with one at a time. So we'll start with one and then go from there.
24.
Holy cow. Exact same roll. That's wild.
I know. It's like I'm waiting for it
things-
to go bad.
Things shift And now that stairwell is a portal to the basement of
It's like, yeah, it's
Of the thing.
not where we want to go. So Beta is basically trying to find the closest way up.
Wait, so I was right? It's a portal?
kind of, yeah. So
I was
Rowan just
guessing.
redeemed guild coins for a single-use magic item, which is basically a portable hole. One of the black spot portal things, like in a cartoon, to allow you to move through a wall or the floor. Alinea,
Here, I'm gonna help. I help.
you kind of trip over it. You're not sure how it works, why it's here, but you have a magical portable hole.
Hey, I'm Minerva. I found something. Holds it up.
That's really
think it-
weird,
I
but
think it's a
could
portal.
be useful.
Oh, this could be very useful. Put it on the ceiling.
I put it on the wall, not the ceiling.
No, on the ceiling, so you can go up.
Yeah, the ceiling. We're gonna.
Pulls it off. Can I reach the ceiling? That's the question.
Yeah, you can just chuck it up. Not to be confused with upchucking.
So I'm gonna roll nimbleness to throw it.
Oh
Alright.
my goodness.
Just don't roll a 1.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's a very easy throw.
So that's
This is like the
14
only
plus-
easy thing that happens in this place,
Yeah,
so
14 plus 10, 24.
you're good. So yeah, you throw it on the ceiling and it opens up, and now there's a hole to get to the top floor. And Minerva is going to roll magic to make ice stairs. Because Minerva has her ice magic back. Now that you're in 36 again.
She's gonna go full Elsa.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty much. So she puts her gauntlet back on, the little tablet. Puts her gun on her back. And yeah, basically goes Elsa on it and just throws both her hands out. Makes ice stairs that go up to the hole. Says, alright, well.
My daughter heard me say the E word,
Oh no.
and she came running into the room.
Tell her to just let it go.
Basically, what I had to do.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Michael, for the, I'm sorry, Gwen, for the upgraded D4 for me, and also thank you, Michael, for the upgraded D4 for the cast previously. All right, so you both make it through the portable hole, and then it seems to just sort of sputter out and fade. So it goes back to being a floor.
That was weird.
We're in the Clark Asylum. Everything is weird here, Alinea.
Great.
But at
now
least we're
I
on
don't
the
have to
second floor.
manipulate that floor anymore.
That was weirder than last time.
It's all
I'm going to
time fuckery.
calculate again.
Ah,
32.
So Minerva and Alinea are sort of in the way the asylum is laid out. There's basically 5 halls, so it's like kind of like a pentagon with an open courtyard in the middle. So Alinea and Minerva are currently in the same wing that holds the offices. So really, they just have to go straight. You are able to see that there are some odd-looking. They're basically like patient rooms for the asylum, but these are large and seem to be arranged a little oddly.
What sort of rooms again? Sorry.
Patient rooms.
Yeah.
Rooms for patients.
These rooms look odd.
Odd how?
There's a pattern to them. One moment. Beta's basically going to make a little holographic map to highlight what they mean.
From what I can remember,
ooh,
these are the still.
pretty.
the larger rooms. I think they would use them for research back when that was actually an asylum. I'm not sure what Xander's using them for now.
Patience?
Or experiments.
That might not be a good thing.
If you go straight, you should reach the office.
All right. So Minerva starts heading that way. Alinea, are you doing anything here? What are you going to do?
No.
Just
I'm not going to mess with the past, no.
Okay, so you're just following?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to pause there. Hop back over to Vinny and Ping. So you see a stairwell. There are stairs that go up and that go down.
And where we want to go is down. I mean, Vinny probably remembers the way, considering they spent so long looking for this stupid room.
Yes.
Beta stops being frozen and is like, wait. That might not be down. I need to remap the asylum again.
Calculating.
Right.
17.
So you look at it, and it looks like everything's fine. Down should be down.
Okay, this is down.
Hi, Glitchy. Now I have a cat that wants attention.
I assumed it was down, but then now you have me questioning.
No, this should be down.
Fine. So he goes down the stairs.
Cool. With Ping right behind, I assume.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, cool. So as you go down the stairs, there's a doorway that opens up to the next level. Do you open it?
Now Vinny's questioning things. He's like, oh my fuck. You have me paranoid.
Who does?
You.
Why?
The whole stairs down, not down.
Well, these ones are actually stairs. These aren't a scary man thing. In no space.
I am a scary man thing.
No, you're not scary. You're Vinny.
Oh my god. Are you sure this is actually a door?
Oh, let me scan it. 34.
It is a door, and it does open up into a room.
It is a door. It opens into a room.
A room.
Good. Oh, good. It's actually a door. So
You asked. You asked. I made sure.
You're the one who started this.
I didn't start anything. I had to help Minerva and Alinea understand why there was no stairways up. Because there was nothing there.
Right.
What?
There are things I can't explain. I am attempting to
normal.
explain everything as best as I've been able to observe it happening. I don't have the right words for what is happening.
Trust me, join the party.
Yeah, most of us won't have those right
There
words.
are no right words for what is happening.
Yeah.
I can think of two, just out of character speaking, and they were coined by Ping. I think in the very first session that Ping was in, and that was time fuckery.
Yeah, probably.
Vinny was gonna say fucked up, but you know.
Like, time and space are not consistent here.
I know.
Oh, that sounds about right.
And they are
This is
constantly
normal.
in motion.
Yeah, that sounds about right here.
This is normal for here.
It
This is the
always
thing.
moves constantly, so you are not where you are supposed to go.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
We've been through
And
this
you were
That doesn't
before,
make
Beta.
it a
It was
saying I
horrible.
wasn't sure if down was down.
Yeah, neither were we.
You already knew about this.
I'm sorry. I'm
You
just
probably
on
should have
edge.
warned the AI that this place is.
I was more concerned about Xander, thank you.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, if Beta's going to be mapping it out for us, we should have given them a heads up. Like, hey, this place doesn't follow Euclidean geometry. Like, I mean, that probably would have been nice.
What the fuck is an Euclidean?
I'll tell you when you're older, Vinny.
God.
All right.
Linear time space flow.
So he pushes open the door.
As you open
Then
the
it's no
door,
longer a door.
it turns into a giant tuna. I'm kidding. As you turn the doorknob, Alinea, you hear a door opening behind you. Just down the hall.
Hello? Someone's there?
And Minerva spins around, gun aimed at the door. Vinny, as you walk through the door, you see Minerva pointing a gun at you.
You're right. It's a door and a room.
And it wasn't down.
Ooh. Hello,
Uh,
Mr. Grace?
Room.
Vinny, what's your recall?
My recall is not as high as it should be. I mean, by that I mean he's
And you're
very
you're saying that
physically-
he's 6? Okay.
yeah. Hold on. Recall is 9.
Okay. None
I
of
know
this place,
jack shit.
none of this area looks at all familiar to you. But as you step into the hallway, where Alinea and Minerva are, you suddenly have sporadic, like brief, second-long flashes of visions come across your sight, and
So like PTSD flashbacks or
not quite. It's more like, it's like in horror movies when somebody's like seeing a vision of something awful that's going to happen in the future, something like that, where there's just like a flash of a lot of different images. Not all of them make sense.
Am I able to make sense of any of them?
Yes. You get a really bad feeling about it. And the one bit sort of image that you're able to see clearly for just the briefest second is a giant water tank. And then you also see the fear monster. The same thing that Beta saw.
So the water tank, that reminds him of where they found Sari. The monster, that's the thing. I don't think Vinny has ever seen this thing before. Actually, he's always been distracted with other things, like the shadows and things like that. But,
Okay.
I'm still saying this is weirder than the last time we were here.
It is a bit.
So, Vinny looks at, well, he's like paused there in the doorway as these flashback things are happening. He looks at Minerva and Alinea and says, "Sorry, wrong room." And he just closes the door.
So you could just go back to the stairwell?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do that, Minerva's just looking at you like, what the fuck?
Was Vinny actually here, or was he not here?
No,
These
no.
are the kind of questions.
You. Yeah. Nobody bothered to tell the AI that this place does not follow Euclidean geometry.
What's Euclidean?
The linear timeline.
They will tell you when you're older.
So yeah, fair point, Beta. This place is time broken, so weird things happen.
And yet you were surprised there was no stairwell.
There was a stairwell. It was, I could see the stairwell. It may not have gone to where I was trying to get to, but there was a stairwell there.
No, there was nothing there. It was a blank spot.
We're gonna agree to disagree.
Just because you see it with your own two human eyes does not mean it is real in this place.
Fine. Ping, you just heard what Vinny said, and you could hear Minerva and Alinea on the other side of the door. Are you reacting to this at all?
I mean, I would be with Beta on this. Like, if the Starship AI that can exist outside of time can see that something isn't there, I would probably believe that something isn't there in this place. Remember how many times we had to return to the same frickin' hallway?
Yes, I remember.
mean,
I literally don't.
And it was that same hallway.
Right,
Does that
right.
logically make sense? No. Did we see something that said, oh god, this is gonna take you to this hallway? No. It just showed up there.
All right, fine. There was no stairwell. It's fine.
Thank you. And please do not stick me in places that do not exist again.
That's what
I
she
Oh, that's right,
I will-
right.
Do my best. But do you, Ping, do you react at all to, like, Vinny going, sorry, wrong room, and then closing the door again?
What was
So Vinny opened the door, you heard the conversation happening, and then Vinny's like, sorry, wrong room, and closed the door.
right, what was in the room, Vinny? Are there people
Minerva
here?
and Alinea on the upper floor.
that.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely wrong room.
All right.
So I guess we go
Give it a
up
minute and I'll rescan and
down
try to
the-
find out where we are.
down the upstairs, up the downs. God fucking damn it.
Don't overthink it. It's fine.
There's not right words for it.
Nope.
So, yeah,
In
Beta,
fact, Vinny just kind of turns and shouts, and he's like, "You couldn't have made this any easier to rescue you." God damn it!
your voice kind
Definitely
of
blaming
echoes,
Jenny for all of this.
a bit. 24?
Yeah.
If they open the door now, it'll be on the ground floor where they started.
What happens if they go up the stairs instead?
Carry the 2. They'll end up on the opposite side of the asylum. In a different stairwell. On the ground floor.
Wait here a minute.
Fine.
All right. So Minerva is gonna cautiously move forward through that room. Alinea, as the two of you are walking and looking around, you can see that there are a lot of patient rooms, and they look like your typical asylum.
No.
asylum rooms. All the doors are closed, but there are windows in the doors, so you could look inside the rooms if you wanted to.
I do not want to. Not at all. No. No, why would you even suggest such a thing? No.
I don't know, maybe there's something interesting in there.
No.
Maybe what's in the rooms?
No.
Whatever just rolls her eyes like, I'll look in the room. She looks in one room, and it's like, huh. There's a person or maybe a body.
That's why I said I'm not looking in the rooms.
It may be Xander.
It might
No.
be.
I refuse to believe that. Xander is in the office.
Minerva taps on the glass of the window a few times. He's not moving.
See, not Xander.
What, should we go in?
Let me try to scan what's in the room.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your time prediction again.
22.
22. That person doesn't exist.
There is no person there.
Huh. All
See,
right.
not
Well,
Xander.
This whole thing
Wait.
sounds like a David Lynch film.
I wonder if they would be like where that creepy man was. Creepy man? Creepy woman? No, I don't think they had a gender. I would have to ask them next time, but they weren't actually answering questions. I tried to
right.
ask their name.
This was in the stairwell that didn't exist?
Yes.
Right, okay. So you're telling me that there's nothing in that room?
There is no person.
All right. Well, we'll leave that door
Yay!
alone then.
See, I suggested that in the first place.
Yes, but what about the other rooms?
No. No. We're going to we're going to the office.
All right. Beta, do you want to scan the other rooms, or do you want to scan for for Vinny and Ping at this precise moment?
Vinny and Ping.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again.
Bing.
27.
You get them a route that goes to the boiler room in the basement. Just going down the stairs, or up the stairs, or whatever direction it is now.
It's up the stairs.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, go up the stairs now.
Fine. So he doesn't waste time. He goes up the stairs.
Okay. As you go through that door, you're in a very familiar looking room for you, Vinny. Because there's a hallway with little alcoves on the left and the right with some storage boxes. They're bricks, and there's a bunch of steam pipes running everywhere all over the room. And then at the end of the room, there's a hallway to the left and a hallway to the right. Both of the
Fucking
hallways have valves
Shit.
Oh my
on the
God.
wall.
Shit.
We're
Shit.
gonna be here for the next 3 sessions, guys. Game's over. Thanks for playing.
Do you remember which valves open what pipe? Because I sure fucking don't.
Yes, I remember, Vinny. Is this the valve room?
Do you need help?
It's the fucking valve room.
The answer is open all the valves, Vinny.
To explain to everybody who wasn't here for season 1, there's 3 valves on the left-hand hallway and the right-hand hallway, and they sort of go to the locking mechanism on a door at the end of this room, which there's some like catwalk metal style stairs that go up to that door, and yeah, it's a puzzle room. So you have to
And they
turn the
have a
right valves.
supercomputer.
Yeah. Season 1 though,
Didn't. And we
nobody could figure it
overthought
out.
Terribly.
You went through like every single possible solution except the right one, which was pretty simple. Which I think is why
Open
it
all
was.
the valves.
Yeah.
Because
Which I.
Vinny hates puzzles and lost patience.
Yeah.
So you left it
was
to
great.
the blind one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Do you just
He
out of
threw a fit.
curiosity, do you remember anything else about this room?
There was
It
It
the
was the shadow
shadows.
people.
Uh-huh.
The mirrored shadow. They were mirrors, weren't they?
They
Mhm.
were.
No.
No.
No. The answer is no.
So yeah, you're at the entrance to this room. You can look around, you can listen for things, you can do whatever that you would like to do. But you know there's a threat here.
So Vinny's trying to remember if, because everything that happened is so what feels so distant, and two, it's just all a mess in his head. It's just like, so the valve room was connected to the house with the two little girls, right?
Mhm.
Right,
Probably.
right.
But
So is this even the right way?
those two little girls, if they're around still, like us. Or me, anyway, they're like
it's
me.
the.
I
They
mean,
helped us in the end. And there's no guarantee they'll
but
be here again.
was there? I'm trying to remember if it actually connected to where the Clarkium is.
I thought the little girls were in a different place altogether. Like, once we got to the valve room, the little girls were long gone.
Hmm.
Beta, you do know that the room with all the Clarkium is through that locked door right now.
Currently, the room with the Clarkium, through that door. Would you like me to calculate how to unlock it?
No, I'm fine. I remember how to unlock it.
Okay.
So he goes down the hallway where the valves are to unlock it.
As you pass the second alcove, you feel something very, very cold putting a hand on your shoulder. Roll discipline.
Oh my god, fuck off.
That's how I deal with spooky stuff, too.
I am the Sand Guardian, or the Spook Guardian, Guardian of the
Guardian of the
Spooks.
spook. The spooks quiver before him.
Fuck off! Alright, so discipline.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That was a 17 plus 14. So 31.
Okay. Good news is you don't lose any sanity. Bad news is you do still hear him say something. And what you hear is, "You're not supposed to be here yet, you motherfucker."
Oh god. And
Could have
so
been worse. Could have been the Grand
But he's
Pacer
like-
test is a fitness.
No! And Vinny's like,
What are we laughing at?
Vinny's like,
A stupid meme.
Yeah.
I was here at the right time and now I'm at the wrong time, but if I'm not here, then everything goes to shit. By the way, he's lying to you. He's not actually going to help you or your doom timeline.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But
Sound like you're Vegeta.
But you need to get out of here.
I don't think so.
I can
And
do a
he
Vegeta voice if
presses
you want.
It's like a Spanish.
You're in the
country
wrong
that
freaking
first-
timeline! And this is the wrong show!
Amazing.
Anyways, but yeah, it leaves you
Who are
alone.
you talking to?
Myself.
Okay.
Ping, are you following along?
Yeah, I mean,
So that's gonna be a discipline roll for you as well.
oh goody.
Okay.
15.
Yeah, you feel something about the size and shape of your walking stick. Like tap your ankle and then coil around your calf like a snake. And it's very, very cold.
What's wrong, Ping?
There's something touching my ankle. Something on me. Something on me.
Okay, let me see.
Vinny picks Ping up and puts her on his shoulders.
Make a might roll.
No problem. Yep, no problem at all.
Overall, Vinny just picks Ping up and throws her into the ceiling.
Yeet.
56.
So there's a little bit of resistance as you pick Ping up. Ping feels a lot heavier than she should. But you just give it a little extra oomph and pick her up no problem. And then dangling from this like snake-like walking stick is a shadow of Ping. And
What up?
she just goes, yeah, hi, I'm supposed to be here.
All right.
Roll,
Fuck off.
Why is the thing on my ankle talking, and why does it sound like me?
roll
Because
discipline.
it is you, but a shadow. Hi.
Well, what?
Anybody that's listening to Shadow Ping, roll discipline.
Okay,
I don't have discipline.
Nat 20! I'm fine.
Sorry,
14.
Beta, you are exempt from this.
14.
So Vinny literally looks at it and goes, fuck off.
Well, you say that. Well, you said you got a nat 20?
Yes.
What's your total with the nat 20?
My total with a nat 20 is 34.
Is that with adding the plus 10 for the nat 20?
Oh no, that's 44.
Okay.
Ping is just like bending her knee and kicking it straight out repeatedly. Like
I'm gonna
get
use a
off, get
d6.
off. Oh no.
Okay. With using a d6, you fail. Your face is priceless right now. So assuming we're letting rolls stand, you all believe that the Shadow Ping is here to help you.
Oh, we're stupid.
Even with my nat 20.
I also get a nat 20.
Of
It's like,
course she did.
except for Beta, who doesn't know anything.
Yeah, Beta, this Shadow Ping seems incredibly convincing. And Vinny and
Fine.
Ping seem to trust her, so
Okay, she must be good then.
yeah.
The more
Yep.
So she's like, yeah,
Shadows.
I'm not with those other shadows. I'm actually here to help you.
Great. So where's Xander?
Yeah, Xander is back the way you came.
Okay, but we need to go this way first.
Sure. So they actually changed the combination before you got here the first time. So what you want to do is make sure they're all closed.
That doesn't sound right with what I scanned earlier. 1 second. Let me recheck that.
Yeah, there's just some weird time fuckery going on.
Yeah, I can do a quick check. 26.
Yeah, no, that's not how they open.
You must be mistaken. They must have already changed it. Then you need to open all of them, Vinny.
Oh, that must be
I'll
it.
open all of them. Vinny's like, listen, the more Doom timeline shadows, the better, but please shut up.
Well, that's not very nice. A very nice thing to say, Vinny.
Do
He
you
tells
know
me to shut up all the
Shut up.
time too, and he says he likes me.
what?
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 What did you say, Alex?
I said Vinny tells me to shut up all the time, but that's okay because he says he likes me.
That's fair.
Right. So Vinny opens all
so-
the valves and heads back.
Okay, Shadow Ping looks, or not looks, but turns towards Real Ping and goes, "Is he still like this? Like,
Yes,
we're still living with this every day."
Yes, me. Okay.
Well, you know there's going to be gas that pours out of those vents now that the door's open, so I should probably give you something to counteract the effects.
From what I hear, you're a shadow. What are you gonna give me?
Shadow medicine.
Right.
At this point, you
So
can roll
Vinny-
discipline again.
Shadow
17.
medicine.
Holy shit.
I don't think that's a thing.
I
Shadows
got
are
another nat
just
20.
like,
Oh my god.
Ah!
but everything in here is weird.
What did you get,
Look,
Vinny?
7. Oh.
not enough to counteract a nat 20, but otherwise I got a 19 naturally.
Okay, what's your total? Because she's got a
So-
37 right now with the nat 20.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I got a 32, 33.
You have 76. Would you like to use one?
Yes. 76, my
Holy
favorite
shit.
number.
I mean, you gotta roll
Okay.
a 5 or a 6.
Well, can I use 2d6s?
Nope, that's not how they work.
That's 35 then.
Oh no! So yeah, that sounds very logical to you right
can
now.
I help? Can I
Yes,
help?
you can.
How can I help?
Um,
How can I help?
if
What are you,
if
like
you
the freaking paperclip now?
if you think that shadow medicine sounds like a really bad idea,
Yeah, this doesn't sound right.
so what I'm gonna do
Can I roll
is
a medicine roll?
sure, actually.
11. Can I use one d6, please?
You don't have to. I will just
Okay.
say this: since you are going, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. I'm gonna give Vinny and Ping advantage, so you can re-roll your discipline. The number to beat is
Both of us?
37.
Do we both re-roll it?
Yes.
Our the full discipline.
Yeah.
God, my discipline's
Okay.
so bad.
And you can use d6s on this if you want.
15.
I would.
And can I roll a d6 too?
It won't make a difference.
Okay, great. Never mind then.
All right. This
Sorry.
time I got a 28.
Okay.
The
With
only
the
way I could
d6.
get higher. No, with the d6, I'm. Whoa, that was the 6.
So
Okay. So
help my poor brain out. What is that total?
34.
We're gonna call it good enough because you just used 2d6s. So Vinny, you're like, yeah, no, I'm calling bullshit on that. Ping, you think it sounds
It's
like a
like-
good idea?
Vinny just turns and Ping is on Vinny's back still. So Vinny just turns and starts heading back up. It's like you're wasting our time.
Okay.
I am?
Shadow Ping is still like holding on to your leg, but basically at this point
I'm too
is harmless.
I'm too strunk. And he's like, listen, like I said to the other one, I've been here before and I know how this ends. He's lying to you.
But if
You're a fool for believing him in the first place.
But if he's lying to me and I am a lie, that means it equals a truth.
Oh my god.
I don't think it works that
That's
way.
not how lying works. I would know. I'm new to lying, and I've gone over it extensively.
Beta's right. That's not how lying works.
Right.
Whatever he promised you for this job, it definitely wasn't enough. You're not good at this.
With that, both of your shadows sort of just evaporate.
I just insulted them to oblivion.
Yep. And the door's open.
Vinny, that hurts my feelings.
It wasn't you.
Wasn't it though?
Whatever.
Oh, holy cow.
I'm not arguing semantics.
Thank you so much for that $8 donation, Gwen. How would you like to use that?
Hard success.
Ooh, we haven't had one of those yet.
I know. That's I just got that idea.
Nice.
I'm scared.
I'm excited. Thank you very much. All right, so you're able to get through the door.
So y'all can probably use that coming up soon.
Absolutely. You're able to get through the door. You see the basically giant greenhouse, if you will, of Clarkium in front of you. And with that, I think we're going to take another break. So we'll be right back. Again, we're going to do another short break. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, and we'll find out what's going on with the Clarkium. Hopefully before Rowan has an aneurysm here. And we'll also find out...
Rowan.
I do. Rowan also made me rhyme.
Murders her. Like, it's fine.
Rowan also made me rhyme for 5 minutes while dogs were barking, so I think this is fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So we'll find out what happens
It was
there, and we'll
worth
also
it.
find out what happens with those weird patient rooms with Minerva and Elenia. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So, Vinny and Ping made it to the room with all the Clarkium, and we're gonna hop over to Alinea and Minerva real quick. As you're moving forward a little bit more, you start to hear a scratching noise on one of the doors up ahead.
We're definitely not opening that door.
Let the cat out, damn it.
We are. Yeah, let's move
Would you like
faster.
me to scan inside that room, Minerva?
Yeah, could you
No.
please?
Yeah, that's some weird freaky ASMR shit there.
21.
So there is somebody in there. They don't appear to be all there. But they are
Hi, Maria.
male 30s, and
Oh no.
drugged.
There's somebody in there, but they're drugged.
All right.
Let's keep going.
Whatever goes over to the
I think it is. I'm
window,
gonna be pissed.
No.
peeks inside, and there's somebody in a doctor's jacket. No idea who he is, but he's just sort of like scratching at the door with a very blank expression.
Do you know who
Lydia,
this is?
do you do anything?
Close my eyes and hope we continue on.
Okay. Minerva pretty much just says, well, without knowing who this is, I don't want to contaminate the timeline, so we'll just make a note. This person's here, and if they're not supposed to be here, then we'll come back and get them.
So, out of character, can I clarify something?
Sure.
Minerva does not recognize this person.
No, she does not.
Okay, just double checking. Sorry.
No problem. So with that, we'll hop back over to Vinny and Ping then. You open the door, you can see the big thing full of Clarkium.
Is Vinny still carrying Ping?
I think so.
Yep.
And also, question: how is Vinny carrying Ping? Because remember, we established that Ping is taller than Vinny.
It is the funniest backpack.
Am I? Oh, am I a jetpack?
What?
No, when I'm the big spoon to my husband because he's taller than me, I'm a jetpack.
Yeah, that's what you are. Thing is the
It's
big spoon.
amazing.
I assume that when it goes through the door, Vinny just says, duck your head.
That is lovely.
Yeah, he's the big spoon. I'm the jetpack.
That is lovely. That's some lovely imagery.
So, yeah, Vinny, as you step through the door, you can see all the Clarkium, and it's very dark in here, but it's obviously giving off a red glow. And you notice somebody standing with their arms crossed across the field of Clarkium. And by the red glow, they look kind of familiar. They've got a white streak in their hair.
Mm. And Vinny says, Xander.
I'm
Try
sorry,
and
I'm watching
keep
your
his-
husband with the cat.
The cat is being so dramatic.
Nom nom. I have been gifted a great thing. A great thing. He wants to leave so bad. Harry, you play with me. No. Okay. Yeah, he tries. Vinny. Fuck you, cat. Come on. Come on.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Vinny
Okay,
talks
there
to
we
the
go.
cat.
Xander just waiting for your response is like,
No,
I'm sorry,
he's just.
do you need a minute?
Yes. No, I'm kidding.
No, Vinny just straight up said, "Fuck you, cat." Xander.
Is that Xander?
Well, with a
Vinny's-
white streak, I would imagine.
Hello, Beta.
No, so.
What?
What?
How do you know me?
I know lots of things. I'm very, very smart.
You're not as smart as you think you are. Hi, Xander.
Hello, Ping. Good to see you.
Okay, that was low. I don't appreciate low-hanging fruit, Xander. Like, your balls.
Well,
Testicles hanging low.
do you actually say that?
Yes. If he's gonna go for a low blow, so am I.
His testicles are dangly.
Probably, Beta. Probably.
We'll explain it when you're older, Beta. Okay, fair. That was an easy target joke.
Also, that's my line. Explain it when you're older. Like, get your own material, Xander.
Also,
please.
Ping is nice and explains
Then
things,
he's like,
things to me
Are
now.
we actually doing this right now? Are
Vinny,
you use
we are.
blind
I will
suits?
not be outwitted by this piece of shit.
So, we're gonna use like a map directions just so you can kind of get a good idea of where everyone is. So you're on the south side of this giant square of Clarkium. On the north side is the Xander you're talking to. And to the west, you hear a very familiar voice go, "Oh, we've got lots of material now."
Oh no.
Duplication. Real creative. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
or they're
Not
two
quite.
different time streams in the same place, same time, which means I need to figure out which one you're allowed to kill.
We're not here to actually kill him this time.
But
As
you
much as
said
I
that
regret
you were really upset that we had to bring him in alive.
Can we kill
Wouldn't
one
it
of
make
them?
you happy that you get to kill one?
I have multiple times.
What if we
And it didn't make you
cathartic for
happy?
Vinny?
Let's figure this out first.
Now who's recycling
Wouldn't
old
it
material?
spark joy?
They both seem very bored at the moment. Go, well, you
don't
got
like
here a
the
little
comment
sooner than I would have expected, so well done there. But I'm afraid that we have an appointment to keep.
Whatever you're doing, stop.
No.
The only thing that they were doing in this timeline is ceasing to exist entirely.
Exactly.
As much as we like the sound of that, you can't do that, dude.
We'll see what happens.
No, that's the thing.
No!
We have a computer beta that has shown us what happens, and it's bad. It does not work out.
Whatever you do destroys everything, including you.
Oh, actually,
There is
he might
nothing.
like that. He might
I
like
disagree. And
Well, you can disagree all you want. I ran the calculations. I know what I'm talking about.
while
I
you're
The only thing I know for sure, I know what I'm talking about.
while you're talking, the one to the north starts like casting something at the Clarkium. Sorry, I was trying to read what Gwen's saying. Starts casting something like a red glowing beam at the Clarkium, and the entire batch of it basically starts to glow. And you get the impression that this is not a good thing for anyone in this room. You've got a little short time to react here. What do you do?
I'm gonna tackle the fuck out of him. No, I'm gonna dropkick him.
Hold up, am I still on your back?
Yeah.
Ping is on your back, and this is a very
Yoda this.
This is a very large patch of Clarkium. Like you can't just leap over it.
Fine. Then you know what? I'm going to put a portal under his feet so he can come over here so I can drop kick him.
Please don't drop kick anyone with me on your back. I know how that turned out for the guy in ICP. It didn't turn out well.
Sorry
My
about that.
gosh.
My headphones just ran out of power, so I had to plug them back in.
Oh, no worries. Cool. Roll magic engineering.
Cool. All right. Got magic engineering. That's
I'll be
17.
right back 1 second. I have to find my secondary.
Can I add a
No worries.
D6?
You certainly can.
How many
I
are we
will.
down to?
Yowza, it's a 6.
I'm just saying, Minerva can be there really fast.
23.
Not really, because she needs line of sight. You've got 4d6 and 1d4. And I've got 2d4 and 5d6.
God damn it.
Oh, jeez.
You also have 2 switches, an advantage, a borrowed success, and a Phoenix Astra. By the way. So what was your
Our
total?
success sounds really good right now, doesn't it?
24.
24. So you cast the portal under his feet, but as you do, he's essentially seen what you're about to do and sidesteps
God damn it.
out of the way of the
But does
portal.
that distract him enough to stop him from doing whatever the crap he's doing with the
Whatever he's done seems to have... It's already done.
Okay.
You get the impression that they knew you were coming here. The other Xander, though, the one to the west, does a thing.
Does a thing.
Vinny, what metal do you have on you?
I see.
Oh no. Oh no.
I have a combat knife, a crowbar, lockpicks,
Okay. Enough, then.
guns, needle and thread.
Oh, goodness.
Does this apply to ping too?
Kinda.
I still
you're
have
not
that
being...
damn flare gun.
You're not being directly affected, but you are on Vinny's back. So West Xander uses metal magic to basically sort of slam Vinny up into the ceiling.
Ow!
Not super hard, but enough to pin the both of you there, unless you let go, Ping, in which case you'll fall to the ground, which might be worse.
Wait, how high is the ceiling? I don't have like freaking brittle bone disease, but I mean, fair enough.
That's, we'll say like 12 feet.
Okay, fair.
It's you're not gonna die or anything, but it's not gonna be pleasant.
It's not gonna feel good, no.
Yeah. Especially if you can't see where you're landing.
Yeah, true. I have no sense of anything
Yeah.
right now, so.
So yeah, Vinny, you'll take 5 damage just from getting smacked up on the ceiling.
Right.
Ping, with you being on Vinny's back, I'll say no damage, but you are sort of clinging on.
Fair.
And
Just monkey sloth style.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the two of them go, as we said, we have an appointment to keep, but do enjoy this little puzzle. And Vinny, there is something like a stalactite that you could grab onto, because you definitely get the impression that one of the Xanders is about to let go, which would mean that the two of you would fall down.
Can I superhero pose somehow? With
How are
King
you
on
wanting
my
to
back?
superhero pose?
no, like crouching so that way Ping doesn't get hurt.
Okay, so you're just gonna
Crouching on all
drop.
fours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll nimbleness.
Spider drop. All right. Nimbleness. That is a 41.
Nice. Yeah, you like straight up Spider-Man it.
Hell yeah.
Just like land with like you land like on your fingertips, not even like slapping the ground, but like your fingertips. So you're poised and ready to strike, sort of a thing.
With
He's
somebody
so
on my
cool.
back.
Like, yeah, like on all fours with Ping on your back. So you're both fine. You don't take.
Ping, like.
Yeah.
Is it possible for me to follow after wherever the hell they went?
No, because of what I'm about to describe to you. So,
Oh.
Okay.
as you're falling, you see the North Xander snap his fingers, and two fiery pentagram-looking portals open up below, both of them,
Shit.
and they disappear. As they do, the two doors that go into this room lock, and the Clarkian begins to hum. Beta, you're probably the only one that might see some similarities here, because you've spent enough time with Thomas working on the ship and everything.
This is how my engine runs.
Kind of, but you also recognize this is like a classic supervillain trap the hero scenario. Like, superhero in a room with a bomb and the villain gets away.
We have to dismantle the bomb.
What?
I think the Clarkium is a bomb.
There's a bomb? What happened? What's that noise?
The Clarkium is coming. It's sort of like when we're jumping through time with my engine, but not. And if he's the bad guy and you're the superheroes, then this is the bomb.
I am at best a damsel in distress at this moment, but thank you.
Great. Fucking magic. Okay. So Vinny's like, Beta, if we somehow leave this room, what will happen to the asylum? As you stick grilled cheese in your mouth.
If this much Clarkium explodes, there's not going to be an asylum.
There won't be an asylum. I'm not sure if there will be an Earth.
There'll be an
Don't we
Earth.
just go back?
There just may not be a northern Georgia.
Oh, word.
Don't we just go back in time before this happens?
We can try. How far back will we have to go?
I will let you know this too. Beta, you'll know this, and then just to explain how it works mechanically, if you do a thing where it's like, oh crap, I messed up, and you want to go back in time a little bit to fix your mess up, there's a lot more time anomalies, and it's a lot harder to do things.
Great.
It's going to be really hard to do this. Time doesn't like it when you do that. It fights back.
So, all right. So we have a whole bunch of Clarkium about to explode. Engine.
I think, but I know it's the bomb.
Vinny's like, that's a lot of Clarkium to use in a small amount of time. Because he doesn't do puzzles.
Oh no.
Never
would you
invite
like...
Vinny to play Don't Stop Talking and No One Blows Up, or what is that game called? Keep Talking and No One
Nothing
Explodes.
explodes. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that game. Anyway.
It's so fun. Would you like a tiny suggestion?
Gut feeling.
You don't even have to roll.
I
Your
was
gut
gonna say, I
feeling.
think she's just offering it.
Yeah,
Okay.
your gut feeling is this is very bad. This is bad. This is really bad.
No kidding.
So the suggestion is you haven't looked around to see what's around you. You haven't searched the
Okay.
room.
Sure, I'll do sight.
Okay.
Just remember, Vinny doesn't do puzzles. He's not a puzzles man.
I know.
32.
So does
Nurse
Xander.
who
Xander
does
knows
do
that as well.
puzzles though, and is not there.
So as you look around, you notice that both of the doors have windows on them. And that the Clarkium seems to be overloading, so they're it's like trying to put too much power into a battery is the impression that you get. So if you could find some way to like have some sort
To,
of
like, psych
lightning
it out.
rod. Yeah.
Find a way
Okay.
to use a bunch of magic.
That's what Vinny
Can we
suggested.
use
It's
the
a very
ship as
bad
a lightning
idea.
rod?
That's an interesting suggestion.
I mean, Vinny
and to
has
clarify-
big magic.
Yeah, and to clarify, you would not have to use all of the Clarkium. You just need to take care of the excess energy going into it.
Okay.
And Beta
Mm,
suggests using the ship as a lightning rod somehow.
So, if
Use
there's
the
a way
excess
to
energy
port,
to help charge our own Clarkium.
if I could portal it into the ship, yes,
But don't you need like line of sight?
exactly. The best we have are windows. So Vinny goes ahead and checks out the windows.
Okay. They go into hallways. You could basically the windows are there in such a way that you could escape with ping.
And let everything explode.
Yeah, everything would explode though. Also another little hint. The ship was recently upgraded. You're muted, Alex.
With the cargo teleporters.
Guys in tight.
And an arm.
Tractor beam.
Oh.
Right. Well, if you want
Yeah.
to suck up the Clarkium, then go for it. In fact,
Okay.
Vinny's like, either
I will attempt to
You're-
rip the Clarkium out through the building. Please. Don't
So-
do you have any better ideas?
How exactly are you trying to get the Clarkium out?
Tractor beam! Yoink!
Tractor beam. Okay.
Drag it out through the building.
Okay. All right. Just a quick question. Are you sure that's the upgrade you want to use? I
don't
will take
wanna
your
teleport
silence
it.
as yes.
I don't want to teleport it onto me because that will mean it'll probably blow up inside of me. I don't want to use my arm because that'll damage my arm. And I only have one arm. They didn't get me 2 arms or 3 arms. They got me 1 arm. So it's my only arm, and I don't want to lose that. So yeah, tractor beam.
Okay.
He's like, fine. If you want to do that, then I'm leaving with Ping.
No, use the other hall.
Oh, fine.
That one goes to the roof.
Okay.
Roll tech engineering, Beta.
Oh, by the way, I'm telling Thomas this too. Thomas,
Okay.
I need your help.
Okay, what's going on?
We are using the tractor beam to pull the overloaded Clarkium out.
I'm sorry, we're using the who with the what now?
The tractor beam.
To do what?
To pull the overloading Clarkium out of the asylum so we can put it someplace where it will explode without destroying everything.
We've described how tractor beams work, right?
It is a thing that pulls.
Yes. The Clarkium, as I understand, is in the basement.
Yes?
Which means there's a building and ground and hallways on top of it.
Yes. We will pull it out through them.
I think this is a bad idea.
Well, I don't want to lose my arm.
What's your arm got to do with it?
Well, how else am I going to get it out of the basement?
Use the teleporter!
I don't want to put it inside me. It's going to explode.
I don't want it in here either, but I also am pretty sure ripping up the asylum is gonna break things in the timeline.
Well, they got a year to repair.
God. All right. Here. Tell you what. What if just go with me here? What if we use the teleporter to move the Clarkium to somewhere other than here?
What if we take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else?
Hmm. That was going to be my suggestion, but
Right,
also-
I can do
I
that.
was getting to it.
Also, why is it overloading? How do we stop it from overloading?
The Xanders did it. They were being supervillains. And this is the
I'm
bomb.
sorry. Did you say Xander's plural?
Yes. Both of them. They knew who I
What
was.
is going on down there?
Why do they know who I am? I've never
I don't
met them.
know.
You
That's
have two dads,
concerning.
Thomas.
We're gonna put a pin in that. Let's address the Clarkium first. That's basically
Hold
a giant
on a
nuclear
minute.
bomb ready to go off. That seems a little more pressing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So where do we
Vinny's like,
teleport it to?
he's like,
I-
I'm down here with it. If
Just
you want me
as a
to
side
do
note,
something,
can
let
Jay
me
hear
know.
any of this?
Just point me at a direction and I'll shoot.
Vinny and Ping are next to it.
I don't know that Jay would, because Jay's just on that server in the server room. So unless Beta's sharing, probably not.
No,
Okay.
it is not sharing anything with Jay.
Okay.
So Thomas is frantically trying to think of things and still confused on why it's overloading. So he grabs a piece of paper and starts frantically doing calculations on it. He's gonna be a minute. So we're gonna pop over to Alinea and Minerva, because we haven't been over there in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Alinea, I'm assuming that some of this has been shared with Minerva and Alinea. Is anybody relaying these messages, or just
Beta is.
okay? So yeah, you're hearing what's going on, Alinea.
That's very concerning. There's two Xanders, you said?
Yes, and they know me. Why do they know me?
Well, the best possibility is if one of them was the Xander from our timeline and had powers given to him by the devil. And then there's Jay, who also had.
What does the powers given to them by the devil have anything to do with knowing me?
Remember when you got Jay and the symbols? And what happened to Joan was Joan made a deal with the devil as well. And
I thought
Then
Joan
there
made a
was-
deal with Xander, which is why Joan no longer has a body because Xander will betray you.
Yeah, Joan made lots of deals, or 2 to be exact. But we're focused on the deal that Joan made with the devil, and then became Jay, and that could be why that Xander knows you because of Jay.
But why?
Because of Jay.
Because Xander is Jay?
Because it could be part of the deal. Jay could be.
I am very confused right
spy.
now. I'm very sorry, Alini. I
Jay
do not
could
have the
be a
processing
spy
power
is what I'm
to
trying to
calculate all
say.
of these things at the same time.
Jay could be a spy, is what I'm trying to say.
But I haven't told Jay anything.
That doesn't mean Jay doesn't know about you.
Right.
But
Minerva
there's
chimes
been
in.
no way for Jay to communicate with anyone outside of their server.
So is Vinny hearing all this chatter?
Yeah, I think so.
Vinny's like,
Beta does not have enough
This is
of
not
brain
the
power right
time
now
to talk.
not do all of themselves talking at the same time.
I'm just
now's
trying
not the
to
time to talk about it. How about we figure out how to deal with the fucking Clarkium? I'm
All
here.
right.
I can help.
Vinny,
Otherwise, I'm leaving.
what happened and what is it doing now?
I'm concerned.
There were 2 Xanders. They did something to the Clarkium. It's
Right, see
shining
that part
brightly
that
and
you're
humming.
that part that you're glossing over? The did something what something did they do?
Magic. And then they both disappeared through pentagrams.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Maybe you could,
I don't know.
figure
They
out what-
pissed on them and they started glowing. Is that better?
Yeah,
They peed on the Clarkium?
I'm just
No.
saying they did a thing.
There
that's
was no
feeding the
urination.
Clarkium.
I don't remember this. Did you see that, Vinny?
I'm
I
very
don't think that actually
confused.
happened.
They're
What I'm
feeding
saying
the
is I
Clarkium.
don't know what they
They're
did.
feeding the Clarkium. Figure out what's feeding the Clarkium. That's making it overload. Where is the
I will
where's the
attempt to
magic coming
scan.
from?
I will attempt to scan. 24? Maybe?
Would you like to use a D4 or a D6?
I'm gonna use a D6.
Okay.
6!
Nice.
So
Gets you up to
30.
Gets you up to a 30. Awesome. So yeah, you can actually detect the energy coming off the Clarkium, that it's building up. And it seems like whatever North Xander did caused a sort of chain reaction. And so what you need is somewhere to store the energy or some way to use it up
Okay.
before
We
it
need to-
reaches critical mass.
Okay, so there's currently a chain reaction of continuously building energy. We either need to store this energy somewhere or release it before it overloads.
So, don't you have an engine that can hold this? You
I
said it
can
was the same
attempt
kind of chain
to.
reaction?
I can attempt to. You don't want this chain reaction to happen. This is bad. This is a bomb. I will attempt to drain the bomb.
Okay.
I have no
Um,
other ideas.
I was like, sharing this with Thomas. Just like, can we drain the bomb?
Right around the time that you say that, Thomas seems to have finished his calculations. So he holds out the piece of paper, looks at it, and goes, "Yes, the broken watch can store that much energy. If it, I'm not taking exact readings, but I know how much Clarkium's down there. So best guess, we should be fine."
So teleport the Clarkium near the ship and not on the ship and use it.
That seems like a good plan, yeah. What Alinea said.
All right. I will attempt to do this. Please stand by.
Do you need me to
Okay.
move out of the room?
No, stay there. I know where you are. I don't want to have to recalculate to put you somewhere safer.
Fine.
I hope you didn't want children.
What? What?
Roll tech engineering, Beta.
What?
Please stand by. Oh, natural 20, 30.
Nice.
Oh!
So, yeah, you're able to basically move the ship behind the asylum, teleport the Clarkium out into the sort of clearing, and Thomas basically puts the time engine into idle and just sort of revs the engine, if you will. So there's sort of like this red particle beam type thing that goes from the Clarkium to the ship, and it seems to be working.
So it's like when you charge a dead battery, like car battery, when you're jumping a car battery.
Kinda, yeah. The visual effect looks like a power transfer from like in Star Trek. So there's like this just energy beam that's going from one thing to the ship, and seems to be collecting the energy. Let's see how well Thomas does. Oops.
Please don't roll bad. Please don't roll bad. Please don't roll bad.
He's working on it. There's a few minor explosions in the ship. Mostly just consoles blowing out and lights
Ow.
breaking. And Tom is like, okay, I got it. It's okay. We're fine. This is fine. Give me a minute.
Ow.
And, he's steadily typing on a computer. Shit.
Beta's holograms may be kind of glitching a little bit.
Yeah. There's a lot more things that blow out on the ship.
Oh
It's-
no.
The engine's starting to overload.
Oh god.
Please stand by.
Oh,
I
I grabbed my good die that flew
Beta's
out.
going to try and time jump and get rid of some of this excess energy and jump right back.
Are you sure?
It's either that or let Thomas blow us up. Either that or let Thomas blow us up.
Okay. I do have one more roll to go before something
Okay.
really bad happens. And
Okay.
I do
One
have
more roll,
D6s
and
that I
then-
can use.
Just saying.
One roll.
Jay would have noticed by now and would have offered to help.
You don't want your dang help. No, I'm kidding.
Stand
Okay.
by.
Much better. Much better. So, yeah. It gets taken care of. The engine starts to power down, and the Clarkium stops glowing. Like, humming and glowing brighter. It's still glowing, but it's normal glow.
It's good, right?
Yep.
It
is just-
I think so.
Oh, great.
So now we can address the fact that Xander's more of a motherfucker than normal.
He is
It seems-
do motherfuckers.
It seems
Yes.
to be that they both have made deals with the devil, I think, whatever that thing is. I'm not sure I believe in the devil, but at the same time, it's a thing that's evil.
It's
and makes
whatever the
deals.
blood magic bullshit is.
Yeah,
It's whatever Joan's body became.
Beta, did you get a look at the book I gave you?
Accessing files.
The one I told you to lock down?
Yes. I think so. Sorry, I'm having difficulties accessing everything at the moment. There are some fires.
Oh, take your time.
And you probably all hear in the background. Wait, fires? Fires? Where? Oh crap! Where's the fire extinguisher? we're okay. This is fine.
Poor Thomas.
And Minerva chimes in on this whole conversation as well. Says, right, so we've got 2 Xanders. That's obviously a problem.
No shit, it is. That did not happen.
Yes, it did. Though those were both
No, it didn't happen in my timeline. The right timeline.
We're not even quite to that time yet.
Fine.
So what we need to figure
I'm
out.
fairly certain that never happened.
Xander has new powers.
But you said you have killed Xander more than once, so why would there could be more than one Xander?
I'm just spitballing here, but that could be very, 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 very bad, and he could kill us before us.
You have to.
If he has these powers as well, that's very bad.
We should probably look into protecting our younger selves once we figure out our plan of action here. We'll put that on the to-do list. We also need to figure out how there's 2 of them here. So clearly, the Xander that we're trying to get rid of in the first place came and got a different Xander. But we know that one of them got pulled out of the timeline around this time, so why is...
Did it not happen yet? Was that not the Xander we were looking for?
That's kind of my question.
Then 2?
Let me scan. $19.
Your sensors are on the fritz at the moment, and
pardon me, I'm having some ish.
You and me both.
Thomas, did you break the robot?
You hear?
I am not a robot yet.
You hear on the comms?
Yet?
All right, fire is out. Oh God, there's more smoke. Be right back. You also hear like a fire extinguisher sounds going off in the background. Well, while you're talking about this, Alinea and Minerva are still in the hallway with the patient rooms. Vinny and Ping, you're in a very dark room now with no Clarkim in it.
I suppose we should meet up.
Also, this is the Clarkium was in there in our time, and now it's not. This could be a big.
We should probably teleport it back. Yes.
As much trouble as it causes in the future, I suppose you're right.
Let's give Thomas a chance to fix things on the ship, and then we'll put it back.
Let's remember that we saw a time where everything was good after, way in the future.
Yes, it does seem like humanity eventually recovers from all of this. Anyways, we still haven't gotten to the office. It might be worth a look around.
It's better than nothing, I suppose. Vinny's just kind of annoyed and bummed out that he just left.
Xander just left.
Xander just left, didn't give a fuck.
Did your boyfriend leave you, Vinny?
Yeah. Yeah. It hurts.
I think
Okay.
he's Joan's boyfriend.
What?
Who knows?
I mean,
So Vinny,
it used to be Minerva's boyfriend, and then, well, I guess it depends upon which timeline we're talking about, I guess.
time travel's tricky. Vinny,
Mhm.
are you gonna portal out of the room?
Yep, I guess so.
Okay.
Give Ping fair warning, though. We're leaving.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for that upgrade to the cast. So, cast has 46 again.
So, yeah, Vinny is. You have to roll magical engineering, or do.
Yeah.
He'll get it right eventually. Because that was. Yeah, no, 13.
13. It's not your best looking portal. It's sort of glitching a little bit, but you open one through the window of the door.
If it's big enough, then sure, let's go through it.
Okay. Vinny and Ping, you're able to go through the portal. Though instead of going into the hallway where you wanted to go, it's as if time itself wants something to happen. And you end up in the hallway with Minerva and Alinea.
Oh, hi, Vinny.
I fucking hate magic.
God, where are we?
It's slightly convenient now. Don't you agree?
What?
And you all hear on the
What
door
is
of one of the
that
rooms.
sound?
No. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't see you.
Vinny's gonna go check it out. Because he has no
s-
idea what that is.
So yeah, you look in the window of the room and it's this guy in his 30s with a doctor's coat on, very blank expression on his face.
Do I recognize him at all?
You do not.
What's in there?
Hmm.
Any?
Well, roll sight. See if you notice something. You're not going to recognize him, but you might notice something else.
Because, yeah, that's the thing is Vinny knows that Xander can jump bodies. So, wow, I did really good on that sight roll. That was 19 plus 17. So, 36.
Some of his
36.
features bear a passing resemblance to a couple of the features you noticed on the Xander that you met when you discovered Maria. So it's like as you look really close, because you do know that Xander's features sort of change whatever body he's in
Yes.
to look like himself. But there are some facial features
But it
on this
takes time.
person. Yeah, exactly. There's some facial features on this person that you recognize.
Oh, good. There's 3 of them.
Who's in
So-
there? What's that
It's-
sound?
It's I will say that this is not Xander.
Not yet.
I know Pink's just asking because she hears a noise.
It's a Dr. Man. I assume one of Xander's later victims. He's not in good shape. Were you just going to leave him?
I hear nothing. I see nothing.
Is Vinny saying that to Minerva?
Yeah.
Kitten, could you stop, please?
Well, in the interest of not breaking the timeline, yes.
I think that the timeline's already broken.
I think you might be right, but I mean, we could always try to fix it and see what happens, and then if it doesn't fix it, we can come back and get this guy.
That
sounds like a bad idea, actually. Given what we just learned.
Could at least figure out what's going on now with this.
He doesn't look much like talking.
Alinea will actually look now.
So, Alinea, as you look at this guy, it's like the lights are on, but nobody's home, kind of a thing. They have a very blank expression.
Is it empty, like Jones' body when Xander jumped in?
Should I roll sight or something?
You could roll medicine.
Or not medicine. Gut feeling.
Maybe.
You want me to roll medicine?
Sure.
Well, I mean, Vinny can describe to you what's going on because you can't see him.
I can roll sight and then describe to you what I see.
Hi, Floof. I see your butt.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be up here.
In the interest of time, I will just explain to you that, there's not a person inside this body.
Oh.
They're just on autopilot.
They're a husk.
Free real estate.
Real estate.
It's free real estate.
I believe that this is supposed to become Xander.
So it's a potential Xander.
It looks similar to the Xander before.
Similar? Is it a relative?
No. How do I describe? He jumps bodies to stay alive.
Right.
What's going on, Gwen?
And eventually his body changes, or he changes the body to look like him over time.
Gross.
I believe he was supposed to become this man.
Oh.
But follow the timeline. Can you follow the timeline of this man?
I will attempt to. Just almost done with the fire. One moment, please.
Thomas says the fire's out now.
26.
So, tracing back this guy, he's a local doctor. And
tracing forward, is he going the way he's supposed to be going?
Yeah, reports that you find, like the newspapers and whatnot, say that he was a local doctor, and then disappeared sometime shortly before the time that you're in.
All right, he was a doctor and he disappeared.
So he was supposed to be a Xander, but he's empty.
Then where's Xander? Well, unless he's not Xander yet, or wasn't supposed to be Xander yet. One moment, please.
Gwen, you look like you're about to explode over there. What's going on?
Lydia would not say this at all, but Jay would want to point out the body's open real
Jay's
estate.
Beta hasn't shared anything with Jay.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But Jay would want to bring that body back for supposedly for Beta, but really.
That's why Beta's not telling Jay anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this is a perfect plan, but at the same time,
But we also don't want to screw up the timeline.
yeah, I wouldn't screw up the timeline at all.
Yes, it would, because
No, it
he's
wouldn't.
supposed to be
He
here as
disappeared.
Xavier.
He disappeared.
No, he
He
disappeared in order to
this
become
person-
Xavier.
This person
In order to
disappeared.
become Xavier.
Yeah.
Person disappeared. Just
Well, yes, so he could become Xavier
Xander.
or Xander.
Yeah.
but there's already two Xanders. But there's already two Xanders. He doesn't become Xander.
That's because
He's
Demon,
not Xander
the
yet.
Demon took it.
There
took
is
him
still
first.
time.
No, he never becomes Xander.
No, we don't know that. I haven't calculated that yet.
Let Beta do Beta's thing.
And while Beta is calculating, you all hear the sound of running water from further down the hall, just around
I'm
the
going
corner.
to add a d6 to that.
Okay.
3, so
What's that
21.
sound?
What are you trying to calculate, Beta?
I'm trying to calculate if he does eventually become Xander.
You're unable to really tell for sure because things are fluctuating right now. But best hypothesis is that, yeah, Xander was sort of storing this body for transfer in the near future.
There is still a very good chance he will become Xander.
What happens if we eliminate the body?
That's nuts.
Then that will change the timeline completely.
Okay, never mind.
My concern is if Xander was taken mid-transfer or redirected elsewhere. They both use the pentagram thing. In that case, we must come earlier to make sure that Xander can transfer bodies.
Unless
Without
neither of,
being
these, of those
interrupted.
Xanders were the Xander of this timeline.
The water running
Or
sound
time
gets
period.
louder. Like a big tank
Guys,
filling
what's
up.
that sound?
Uh,
Why do I hear water?
Let me scan. 24.
There's
Why do we hear
really-
water?
There, can't really tell anything other than the sound is coming from just around the corner.
It is around the corner. I don't see anything else.
He's like, fine, I'll look. Because I'm the only one with balls to look, apparently. And so he
Oh,
goes
gee, I'd
around.
love to be able to look, but I'm attached to your hand.
I will look.
You scanned, you're fine.
I scanned.
I
I
will
looked.
So he peeks around the corner.
All right. As you peek around the corner, Alinea and Vinny, you both see another Xander operating some controls on this room, and there's a little blonde-haired girl inside the room that's filling up with water. And Xander looks at you, Vinny, and goes, "Oh, well, this is awkward." And the little girl goes, "Hi, Vinny!" And I think that's where we'll end the session.
God damn it.
Oh, this is awkward. I guess we found this timeline, this time period, Xander.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, what up?
Yep.
What up, dog?
So, well done, everybody. That was a very wild ride. I look forward to seeing what happens next week. We're going to go around and do our outroductions and our favorite parts of the game. And then we're going to go on a raid. So, what was that raid cry that we were talking about earlier?
Wasn't it don't stick me in places that don't exist?
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Oh, there it is.
I
Okay,
still
found
got
it.
it on copy paste.
Perfect. I love that one. It can be so fiddly, yes. But we're going to go in the opposite order. So, Gwen, what was your favorite part of the session today? And where can we find you next?
Oh, I don't know.
There's a lot that happened.
It was a lot. It was really a lot. Not quite sure I liked any of it.
Oh, that's not good.
Ow.
I can come back to you if you'd like. All right. We'll skip ahead then. Alex, what was your favorite part of the session today, and where can we find you next?
Well, you can find me next here again next week, or on Twitter at Agent Boss. It's typically where I just like talk about things and post art and stuff. I think Vinny swearing at the shadow people and just telling them to fuck off. Though, admittedly, I really loved you like figuring out. It's like, okay, what the fuck can a nightmare creature do to an AI? Oh, there are things you are scared of, though. We can use that. You don't have a spiritual role, right? You don't have any spirit.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But yeah, no, Vinny telling the shadow people to fuck off.
That was pretty great.
Go away. I don't like you.
And then where can we find you next?
Here next week, and as I said, on Twitter.
Perfect. Lisa, what was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? And any other projects or anything that you'd like to share?
I'll be here next week, as always. My favorite part, I think Vinny and Ping both dealing with their own shadows. And just how unfortunately convincing Shadow Ping is too.
Apparently.
Like, apparently Shadow Ping is good at lying too. So much so that real Ping is like, oh yeah, word, that sounds fine. But yeah, I'll be here.
Awesome. And then Rowan, what was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? All that good stuff.
Same. Just telling all the shadow people to fuck off. He's lying to you. Shut up.
That's pretty great. That seems to be the favorite of everybody.
Yes.
Where can we find you next? All that good stuff.
Yes. So next time you'll find me is Wednesday for the Tickfa Files, which I GM. It's Monster of the Week, where little town in Louisiana in the year 2040, towards the end of the world. Yes.
It is very fun. I play Tilda in that one. It's a good group. It's pretty great.
It's my dream group, guys. It's
It's
amazing.
amazing. It is.
All right. And then yeah, Gwen.
So yeah, it was definitely the time dilation limbo thing. It was hilarious.
Oh, where the hallway like went into a spiral type deal.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Hilarious.
And then we can find you next on Monday, right?
Monday, yes.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Here for Lightbringer. Awesome.
For Lightbringer, yes.
Favorite parts for me, the whole thing was a lot of fun. Getting to go back to the whole spooky, scary horror movie Asylum type deal. It's always fun. Getting to mess with perception and sanity and space-time. So all of that was really fun. But I also really enjoyed playing Thomas running around trying to put fires out. That was just fun.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Literally.
That's good.
Thomas and Beta, when they're just like trying to make sure things don't go wrong with the ship or computers, it's just very fun to interact with.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed it. And getting to do, some more just regular Minerva, not without, crazy time stuff happening with her, just being able to play Minerva was also pretty fun. Where you can find me next will be Monday at GMing Lightbringer, which is at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then, I'll see you all then. I want to say a quick thank you to Gwen for the donation, everybody else for all of the guild coins. It's all fantastic. Amazing audience, cast, and everything. It was a very, very fun night. We're going to go on a raid, as I mentioned. So I'm going to pop us over to our raid screen. So we'll see you on Monday. And we're going to go raid a channel I have never been to before, but they seem pretty cool. They're currently playing Dungeons & Dragons. So we're going to go raid TT2KB, Tabletop 2 Keyboard. Let's go check them out. And see you all Monday.